Is there anybody you've loved in your own life who backslid and is in hell right now?
It's heresy. You know, if you're a preacher and you stand in front of a congregation and you tell them, you relay a certain kind of doctrine, which may banish them if they follow it to an eternity of suffering, then you know that's heresy, and so obviously it's deeply threatening to any sort of established church. I mean, the idea on its own, outside of the church, is probably not particularly radical. You know, whether or not somebody individually believes in hell or doesn't is just a simple personal, you know, decision and of limited consequence, you know, to the outside world. You know, obviously it's important to that person, but if you're a preacher and you are preaching that there's no hell, well, that's a very, very different. That's a very, very different thing.
If there was a way we could negotiate with God, with Jesus in the blood, you'd get your daddy out of there quick as you could, wouldn't you?
I can't answer that.
Of course you would. Anybody would. So the question we have to ask ourselves is this: are we more merciful than God?
I have been having to engage very, very heavily with faith and religion and the Christian faith, and sort of specifically, and that has been, yeah. I mean, I think that's been a very fascinating way for me to then experience everything else. You know, just to kind of start to sort of take this, because it changes one's own mind as well. Inevitably, you know, you see faith. You see faith slightly differently. I mean, in all honesty, I had very limited engagement with faith when I was growing up. It's been really powerful to reconnect to it.